Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Niche, a genetic survival game. We're back on our Harmony Islands today, where in the last episode we managed to find some pretty unique looking creatures, including this one, Miram, with her double claws and her brand new fur color. This is newly added to the game after the latest update, so black fur. I am really excited to start passing this along in our lines, and actually I figured that we would breed her with Dukirvan once he grows up, and then we would possibly start a little warrior line between them both, because we have this gatherer line down here with Rasira, and her mate is way up here actually, Dukir. Dukir is actually the father of Dukirvan as well, which was kind of funny because they have such similar names. It's almost like he named his son after himself. And I see this rustling grass over here too, but I'm pretty sure that these are bunnies. We had a ton of bunnies just scooting around this entire nest in the last episode too, so we're going to have to check that out. The other thing I want to do today is possibly clear out some of the grass around this tree, because the trees can do some pretty good things in this new update too. They're actually food sources now. They can drop little, I think they're acorns that give us 2 pieces of food apiece. So if we can clear out this grass, we might be able to find some. But right now we need to figure out what is rustling, I think, just in case. I will leave Dukir right here since he only has 1 turn left anyway, and if I move him here and it ends up being a carnivore, that is going to be bad news for us. So what we should probably do instead is pick up all of our berries first. Of course, the berries are always the first priority, especially when it's raining, because if these are bunnies in the tall grass, then we definitely want to make sure that they're not going to steal them on us, just like this little guy. Hello, where did you come from? I'm not sure if the bunnies eat the acorns that the trees drop. I'm hoping that they don't, because if they do, then we probably won't be finding any acorns down there right now. But we'll have to see if that's the case. Unfortunately, Miram is not able to actually pick any of these berries. She can only chop down the bushes, though eventually once we find a couple more berry bushes and once we're very secure with our stores, I will just chop one down to show you guys how that works. It takes a while for them to grow back, but they do grow back now, so that is actually an excellent little addition to the game. Now let's see, we could move you out of the nest, little one, so that you can at least scoot around here in this grass pretty soon. And I think we might skip the turn right there, because I don't want to move Scylla away from this bunny burrow just in case we get another little bunny. We could start moving Miram this way maybe. She is very, very slow, so I do want to keep her around the nests just because we are looking forward to breeding her as soon as Dukirvan grows up. So we'll keep her right there, and then we'll go ahead and skip the turn, and then we'll see what's rustling over here. It seems like it may have actually moved, so I am betting that it is probably just a bunny, but it's always good to double check and make sure. Oh yes, there's another bush, so it must be bunnies. I see you hopping around back there, and he stole a berry too. You are a bunny. You are definitely a bunny. So I guess we're going to have to figure out how to fix that situation. We'll leave Dukir there with his 1 extra turn yet again, just in case the bunny comes hopping out while we're not really paying attention to him at the moment. But you guys can pick these berries, and let's see, Sayuri can pick these berries too with her double running legs at least. It gives her a little bit of a boost in collecting, but not as great as Rasira, of course, who has the berry paw on her. Pretty soon we probably do want to have another baby with Rasira, because I just realized that she is getting quite old. So what we might do is move her to this nest. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're just too far away, little bunny. I didn't think we had a tile there. Well, Dukir, I guess we could just move you back anyway, because that's what we were planning on doing. So we'll move him a little bit closer so that he can have 1 more baby with his mate. And then I think we have the berry paw in here. Yeah, we still have the berry paw in here, and we still also have those poison fangs, which, you know, I'm still crossing my fingers that eventually we're going to get back into the line, which is why I love it so much that it was added to the mutation menu. But Laser, you can at least peek in this grass and scoot this way. And then I think, let's see, Sianami, who was the last daughter of Adam and Eve, we need to find a good place for her. Maybe right by this bush right here, since this is so dark, and then she can at least pick those. And then, let's see, we'll leave you right there for now. That's probably a good location for you, at least as good of a location as any for right now, and then we'll skip the turn again. So it seems like the bunnies are not popping out of these burrows now that I've placed Scylla on top of them, and I'm wondering if maybe they don't come out when you have a creature on top of them anymore. We'll have to keep a very close eye on that because I don't want to stop them from spawning. That would just be a waste of a creature to leave them on there if no bunnies are going to spawn at all. So if that continues to be the case, then we will shuffle things around. But Dukir, come over here and breed with Rasira, please, and we'll see if that gives us a baby with the berry paw. And I noticed that Dukirvan also grew up, so hopefully he will be able to have a baby with Miram in the next turn after we can swap around the paws in our mutation menu. For now, it's just berry collecting for days. You two, and let's see, you can also pick a couple of these, and then we'll move you right next to her as well, just so you're in the area. You can continue peeking around in this grass for us, thank you very much, and then you might as well help her out too, just in case there's anything there. I mean, I don't think anything's going to spawn in these two little patches of grass, but honestly, at this point, you never know. So let's see, we could bring you maybe down here, so you can pick from that in the next turn, and then I think we'll skip ahead again. And we'll see what little baby we get this time. Let's see, do you have the berry paw? Do you have the berry paw? Let's see, I think you do. I can't see it over his spit snout, so it's so hard to tell if he has it, but it does look like he has the berry paw, so that's good. Duke Rota, he is a healthy baby, and he looks very, very unique. We have so many spit snouts now, guys. It's a little bit crazy. There is something rustling back here again, though, so we need to check that out. Let's see, so of course Miram is our strongest member of the pack right now, but I don't think she can get there fast enough if it is an issue. So let's just peek in here with Sairi. Oh my goodness, how beautiful are you? Hello, Anakora. You almost sound like Anakoana from our previous play too. Oh my goodness, and she doesn't even have those blind eyes locked away in her genetics, so that is very good to see, and she has the panda patterns. Oh my goodness. Oh, is it possible that we could actually get the panda pattern? She even has the big body too. So let's see, do any of our males have them? Well, Dukirvan does, okay. And so does Dukrota, who was just born. Okay, but I think, oh no, they don't have the same immunity genes. They're actually like the same symbol, but flipped basically. Okay, so that might actually be good if we could breed them together. Duke Rota and Anakora, as long as they last, because she is a little bit older, I mean quite older than he is in all honesty. He was just born and she is almost halfway through her entire lifespan, so we're going to keep a very close eye on her because she is beautiful and I definitely want to see her have some sort of babies. We're going to move her just a little bit closer to the pack though. Maybe we should peek in this grass so that we know that we have a little path going that way, and then we'll move her right there, just so she can kind of join us. Hello, you are gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I love that brown fur too. That is really, really pretty. So let's see, what are we going to do next? We want to make sure that these two can breed before she gets too old as well. So we'll have her breed with him and then scoot on into this nest with the last of her turns. And then we do need to make sure that the claw is on the mutation menu instead. Though honestly, considering that she has 2 claws on her, oh my gosh, she looks even sillier now. Considering she has those double claws, I would be very surprised if her babies don't end up having at least 1 claw themselves. Now, what is in this bush? You weren't wrestling before, so I'm going to assume you're a bunny. Oh my gosh, you are! Wrong move, little bunny. Wrong move for you. There we go. So that helps us out a little bit too, and we can gather up the rest of our berries for that matter in the meantime here. So let's see, there's another berry right here, and I think that might actually be it. So Dukirvan, why don't we use you to come up here and start clearing out this area by the tree so that we can maybe stick someone here to gather up all of the acorns that are going to be falling. And let's see, Cianami, you could possibly scoot along the shoreline too. I wonder if we should have her do that. We had a lot of luck exploring the shoreline before. Let's go ahead and peek in that bush, and we'll have her just continue along the beach for a little while until we can possibly find some more resources for us. Still no bunnies out of this burrow. Still no bunnies. So I'm starting to think we should probably move her and maybe place, we could have a team of bunny duty members now. If we place them on the correct tiles, then we'll make sure that we can snatch any little bunny no matter where they happen to hop out from. But I think that's it for this turn, aside from this one little peek that we can make. So let's go ahead and see what our next baby is going to be like. Maybe it'll get that special fur? Oh my goodness, another spit snout, you guys. We are just a spit snout pack now, apparently. And she does have the claw, so that's good to see. She still is carrying those panda patterns, which is also a pretty good thing. And she's also carrying the black fur from her mother. So she should be able to move around a little bit easier than her mother, since she has one of the running legs at least. And that is definitely going to help us if we need to rush out and save any of our pack members from wandering carnivores. But let's see, any more rustling grass? I don't see any, so I think we're safe. We've actually explored half of the island already. That's pretty crazy. I mean, it is a small island, and I know the islands that we can migrate to are definitely a little bit larger in size, though it is worth noting that we can't take all of our pack members to these different islands. We can only take as many as who fits on all of these slots, so there may be a situation where we need to decide which creatures we're going to take with us and which ones we're going to leave on this island to kind of live out their lives on their own. But that is far off in the future, guys. We still have plenty of time to enjoy the day with all of these little creatures, especially Anacora. You are still so gorgeous, and you have the berry pod too, which is excellent. So we definitely have to wait for you, sir, to grow up. We might actually move you out of the nest to make sure that you are growing properly, and then Anacora can pick these berries, and she can pick these as well. And then we might as well use the rest of them to just keep clearing out the grass over here, because there is quite a bit of grass for us to clear out. Luckily, we have quite a few turns too to use, but as long as this area is clear, there we go, we should be able to find these acorns. So the acorns give us 2 pieces of food per little nut, so those are definitely a good thing to collect. We should probably have Syri maybe make a path up this way. Oh, there's even another berry bush over here. Okay, so maybe we will have Miram just come over here and slice one of these so I can show off the growing bushes for you guys, and we can see exactly how long it takes for these bushes to grow back. But you can go ahead and peek in these. You're actually fully grown too. Look at you. Oh my goodness. And she has those tiger stripes just like Adam did too, which I'm glad to see hasn't completely disappeared in the pack, because actually she might be the only one with markings. Is she honestly the only one with markings right now? Oh my goodness, we need to get on that too. After we make sure that everyone is functional, of course, we will take a look at the markings and the different fur patterns that we can mutate. So let's see, Scylla, let's move you right here. Oh, and the bunny's already coming out to go home because I guess he saw that we moved Scylla away from that burrow. Maybe we should move Anacora this way too so she can help out. It's almost like he's really going home right now. That's kind of funny. You can at least pick these berries. You are going straight for that berry, aren't you? You're not going home. You're going to go steal our food. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, that's terrible. Yep, he ate it right away. Unfortunately, all of these creatures are out of turns, aside from Scylla herself. But I don't want to risk just chasing the bunnies and using all of our food. And now he's going for that one. So you know what? We're going to skip the turn, and then it's bye-bye, little bunny. So let's see. We'll grab him with Dukir. There we go, and it looks like we actually had a little acorn fall on his head too in the meantime. Oh my goodness. We'll gather up that meat, we'll gather up the acorn too, and now we can finish gathering up these berries before any more little pesky bunnies decide to come out and mess that up for us. Some of these guys are getting a little bit old too. I see Syri is almost to the end of her lifespan, and I believe her sister Scylla was as well. Scylla may have been the very first daughter of Adam and Eve, so that makes sense that she would be the oldest, of course. And then Dukir has a little bit longer because he was the third born in the pack. And then we have Sianami, who is quite young actually, so she still has plenty of life left in her. Hopefully she'll be able to find somebody in all of this grass at some point to take as her mate as well. But let's go ahead and peek in this grass so that all of it is nice and clear. And let's see, are you getting any closer to growing up? I mean, maybe halfway through his childhood stage. So a bit longer to go. Hopefully she will last, but if not, then we'll do some like emergency breeding with Dukirvan or something. That might work. You can at least move this way and continue clearing out this area. And I think, let's see, we were going to move her right over here anyway, just so we can keep an eye on this bunny burrow right here. And hopefully Hopefully something's going to spawn here. I'm really surprised that nothing has come hopping out just yet, because we seem to have plenty of bunnies way up here, and they are not very smart for some reason. The bunnies on this island seem to like to run right underneath our feet. La Ressie can at least pick some of the berries. She is a little bit better at collecting than her mother, though it's still only 1 point's worth. And then I think we'll go ahead and skip the turn. We could at least peek in all of this grass with Scylla, but other than that, I think we will skip the turn. We have this little tiny strip of darkness down here too, which we really need to take care of so that nothing spawns down here. And you can pick up this meat for now. There we go. It doesn't look like, oh, wait a second. Yes, another little acorn fell right on top of Dukir's head. This is a very dangerous location for you, Dukir. You keep getting bonked on the head by little acorns. That is probably not good. Let's see. So Duke Rota has now grown just a little bit. He has 2 little gems on his chest now, so he's getting there. And Anacora is definitely lasting, so I think it'll be okay. I think he'll grow up in time, but I am going to keep a very close eye on them, of course. And let's see, so Dukirvan, you can come over here. They can actually shake the tree too. They have the option to shake the tree, and I believe that sends another acorn down. What are you though? Are you just a bunny? Lazri only has the berry paw, so let's see, is there anyone else? Well, no one else is really strong either, aside from Anacora because she has the big body, but even that's only a 2 in strength. So let's see, what is over here? Oh, it's just a bunny! All of these bunnies by this nest, and it makes sense because there are a lot of berry bushes. So let's see, we were clearing out this area and collecting all of these acorns too. Yeah, if I shake this, then, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that that many acorns would fall down. Well, that's excellent. Okay, so we can gather up all of these, and that'll definitely help us out. They must have all grown on the tree. I can't imagine that every time you shake it, you're going to get a full span of acorns falling down on your head. Poor Dukir, though. He is having a really rough time standing underneath that tree. And Cianami, we wanted to push you off this way to see if you could find anything on the outskirts. It doesn't seem like it's the same as our previous island so far because there's nothing right there. But we'll keep allowing her to just kind of wrap around the outside of the island for now, and we'll see what she can find. So let's see, other than that, we might be good with turns. Miram has been sitting here for so very long, and I do want her to have another baby, actually. So what we might do is bring her, like, right here, maybe? Right there, so she can go into the other nest in the next turn after we can bring Dukirvan down here to breed with her. So let's go ahead and skip the turn. And, oh my goodness! Oh no, one of our spit snouts died. I didn't realize she was that old. Oh gosh, I need to keep a better eye on the ages of our pack members, I feel. So let's see. We want to bring you, Dukirvan, down here, and thankfully you can move very far. You have no troubles moving whatsoever. And then you can breed with Miram, and she'll sit right there. And I just want to make sure, yeah, the claw is still in there, so that should be good. And we shouldn't have any problems with that whatsoever. Duke Rota is almost fully grown. He's almost there. And it looks like Anacora is just fine as well. So yeah, they'll be able to have a couple of babies, and we're going to cross our fingers that those panda patterns make it out of their genetics. We'll see if that works, and hopefully they'll be able to keep the big body. I think that they will because he is carrying the big body, so that shouldn't be a problem either. We'll have a line of, we'll have a line of big-bodied berry collectors, it looks like, because they both have the berry paws, so that's going to be interesting. But you, Dukir, you can at least collect all of these acorns that have been bouncing off of your head. I mean, I guess we can do that with you. And then Sairi can come up here and kind of help you out because there's so many other acorns that you haven't even touched yet. And then let's see, we can gather up these berries. We're doing much better with the food on this playthrough, which is really nice to see. I think it's just because there's so many berry bushes right now, and this is just the beginning island, so who knows what it's going to be like once we eventually migrate our pack out to different places. But let's grab up this meat. We have this meat laying there, so we might as well grab that up, and then these berries as well. We'll have her peek in the grass, and oh my goodness, she's sick too! Oh no, we don't want anyone getting sick, that's not good. Well, hopefully she'll be okay. Hopefully she'll recover in the next turn at least. And Scylla, oh, you are going to be passing away as well. Oh dear, that's going to leave Anacora here to just kind of monitor this bunny burrow until somebody pops out. I kind of feel like they are just, they're wisening up basically to our ways, and they're not coming out because they know in the last playthrough we just sat one of our creatures right on top and let them spend their entire lives collecting bunnies for us. So they are definitely wisening up a little bit. We'll have her explore with her last turns instead, and Anacora, maybe we could have you move up here as well to just make sure there's no more berry bushes in the area for her to collect from. Now we can continue your journey on the edge of the island to find another nest. All right on the edge again, so you can sit right there for now. There's a berry bush right next to it too. Oh, that is excellent. It's also right under the second tree of the island, so we'll have even more food on this side if we want to kind of branch these guys off a little bit. Of course, in such a contained space, that would be very, very hard to do, but that might be a good idea. Maybe we could migrate like Anacora and Duke Rota off to the side so that they can keep their family over here. That might be something that we do in the next episode. So let's skip the turn and see what this little baby is going to be like at least. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you look like a little chocolate bunny. Oh my gosh, Rala, look at you. She has the dark brown fur because she has both black and brown in her genetics, and she has the brown eyes showing, which is so adorable. Oh my goodness. She does have the claw too, which is good to see because she will definitely be able to help us out with that. Unfortunately, she doesn't have the big body, but that's okay. She is still definitely one of the strongest creatures currently in our pack, which is so strange because of course we had creatures with strengths of 6 and 7 in the previous pack, so it's definitely a change to go back to the bare minimums of niche. Let's go ahead and grab up all of these berries before the bunnies find that berry bush instead. And let's see here. We can at least gather up a little bit more food, I suppose. That might be a good idea. And yeah, what I think I will do, since it looks like Duke Rota is going to be growing up in the next turn, is we'll start moving Anacora and Duke Rota over to the right. And we'll see if they can use this nest over here as their little family nest for now. So you can kind of scoot this way as far as possible, and then you can follow her because you will probably be growing up on the next turn. And yeah, I think that'll work out because it's actually a pretty quick walk to get over there since they can just use the shoreline instead of going through all of the grass. Though hopefully their family will be able to just carve a path through all of that grass for us. Otherwise it's going to be very hard to get around. And we are going to move these guys out a little bit so that we don't have all of this darkness in the area. But I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good, guys. We're slowly kind of carving our separate lines out again with these claws and these berry paws. And I love all of the new genetics so far. This is so much fun. And it makes our pack look so diverse too, which is really neat. So I think that's about it for today, but thank you all so much for watching. Remember to be kind, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys!